Hello, you beautiful people. My name is David Vieira. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie Maderos. Welcome back to our channel. And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. And before we get back to this episode 6 of Succession, Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing today?
Tired.
Wow, what a start.
No, I woke up from a nap before we had to set up for this.
We were all slumped.
Yeah, we were all,
It's a rainy day here,
Yes.
and it's just been like stay indoors, watch TV.
And all you got to
vibes,
do
take
is
a nap.
wait until Succession. So what else are you gonna do? Anyway?
Exactly. So I'm hoping this wakes me up a little bit.
Now that we're here, wake up, bro. Let's go.
Hopefully something crazy happens right in the intro so I can.
That would've been crazy.
All right, y'all. You know the deal. We read comments at the beginning. So, Abe,
Yes,
give us some comments.
These are your comments from the last episode.
Last episode,
Correct.
yes. And thank you guys for the ones
What do they have here?
who submitted comments and who put down their perspectives. We really appreciate it.
First one is from Darth Menace.
What
Nicholas,
a name.
Yeah, I know. What a
I
name.
know.
Nicholas Patel is the most underrated part of this show. Can't imagine many other composers who could score this show.
Mm.
I agree.
We were jamming to that. If you haven't seen the last reaction, go back
Yeah.
and see the intro with the little hip hop beat. That was
The theme's very
fire.
iconic at this point.
Yeah. Unbezorged. I don't know if I said that correctly. I'm so sorry. Loving the show, guys. Just wanted to comment. I think Roman's confrontation with Matsson on the mountaintop is one of the greatest scenes in television history.
Wow.
His brain was broken by that photo of his dead father on the way up, which I think anyone who has lost a parent can understand. It was so human. The way he felt that he had to defend his dad's honor. Anyway, keep up the good work. Thank you. That's a nice comment. Wow, one of the best scenes. That's high praise.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I think there was something about Connor sending a picture of like him. I don't know if it was like the casket or whatever, but he did seem a little rattled on the top of that mountain. So I don't know. All right. Javier, again, thanks for commenting and watching.
It's the GOAT.
Yep. It seems like now with Logan gone, Matsson has kind of taken up that central role for which everything revolves around. All the old heads want to get in his good graces. Shiv's now inside track on Matsson's thinking, and Kendall and Roman both despise him to the point they try to blow the deal. Interested to see how these dynamics play out. Can't believe we only have 5 episodes left. Great reactions as always. Thanks, Javier. Yeah, that's actually very true. Matsson is now the like revolving door of where
Is he
everyone
the new
is.
Logan Roy?
I don't know if you can say he's Logan Roy because of like the personality stuff, but in terms of like that sort of
Power?
figure,
Yeah.
that sort of figure now, everyone else is playing off of that same sort of dynamic that they were with Logan. So I agree with Javier. Timothy David said, one of the other reasons I think Kendall and Roman cannot become Logan or killers is because this is all too personal for them. Matsson isn't doing this because he has any attachments or such. He said in a previous episode something along the lines of business being the only thing that makes him come alive. Kendall and Roman are still hoping to make dad proud and see and hear it so many times from those two when they're discussing it. Even Shiv is able to somewhat, we shall see, compartmentalize and say, just get the deal done. The boys are showing an incapability to not make it all so conflated. Yeah, I guess that's true. I think the power is just going to their head. Like at this point, the second that they step into those interim roles, they're like, oh, we run the show now, so we can make this however we want. Had one last one here from Peyton Nunez. I wanted to call it out because it's one of the first things that we saw, and it said, thank you. Had to comment because you guys are one of the only channels that understood that Matsson raised the offer as an FU to Roman and Kendall, not simply because Shiv greased the wheels. Made an offer that if they refused, their jig would be up, which I think is facts. I thought people like saw that and like were able to put together that he was doing that all to piss them off from that episode. Did you get that right away?
No, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clear.
Yeah. Because I think he calls Shiv and was like, can you send me a picture of your brothers? Like almost as if like the payoff was to piss them off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty clear, but
Yeah.
I guess some people didn't catch it.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for commenting and subscribing. We're at 369 subs now.
Yep.
Almost at 400, and the support and has been incredible. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. We love you guys, and we are almost at 9 o'clock. Are we at 9 o'clock?
We have a minute to go before the
wait,
show
wow,
starts.
we're early.
Wow, we're
For the first
actually
time
early.
ever, we're early. We'll
Yeah.
see if it's on.
There it is.
Here we
All
go.
right, all right.
Living Plus.
Charlie?
Living Plus. What an interesting name.
Yes. Let's
Take one, Mark.
It still worked in your favor.
shoot.
Oh,
Whoa.
Snowing
big
here.
man.
Ready?
Missed him so much, man.
Enriched with
It's the homie, but not really. Not really, because he's crazy, but you know.
Practice. I'm convinced that the Living Plus real estate brand can bring the cruise ship experience to dry land and provide.
There's the name of the episode. It's a real estate brand.
Can we maybe do just one more?
Oh, he's gonna.
The thought was
rage
just
at them.
maybe a touch more upbeat.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Christian Bale on the.
Oh, can you please stop buzzing around me? God, you're fucking useless, the lot of yous. You're as bad as my fucking idiot kids.
Oof.
Sorry, Ken.
That's fine. That's a Valentine's card. Can we watch it again, actually?
Absolutely.
Oh, he's loving it.
Good to see you, Dad.
Well, yeah, because they're trying to leak bad shit about
Yeah.
him still, right?
Yeah,
That's what it
the
is.
PR. Oh
Yeah,
my.
yeah.
Wait, but there was mad people in that room. I thought this was supposed to be low key.
Oh, with the Hugo team, because it was
all
Hugo
Hugo's team
and
knows,
Yeah.
they're gonna leak some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Hugo and then the other lady that was with him in the
Carolina.
room, Carolina.
But I didn't know Carolina knew.
No, she was in the room with him, telling him and Roman. It was her and Hugo, with Roman and Kendall
Yes.
telling them,
Right.
you
But
know,
then
we
he
have
went
this
back.
stuff.
But then he went back.
Yeah, he told Hugo, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
But then
I'm
Hugo
assuming
said-
he's like because that team already knows and wanted to do it
But
anyway. He's like,
Hugo
yeah.
said, can I get approval from Carolina and Roman? And he said no.
No.
So that's why I got confused. I thought he was doing everything kind of very under the table.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. I feel that feels weird because it feels like someone's gonna snitch and say that Ken's in on the bullshit. I guess
I
we'll
mean, yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
Roman joins him because they want a tank, as well.
no,
Maybe.
So
no,
maybe
this
that's
would-
an added factor.
I feel like
don't
this
know.
is something that would divide him and Roman.
But Roman loves his dad, though. Remember just what happened
Exactly.
last episode.
Exactly. So it's gonna divide the two of them. Shiv is already divided because
Yeah.
of the whole, Matson thing and whatever.
Unless those
but-
people that were there were on the kill list.
Hugo's
oh
on
yeah,
the
I
kill-
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't stop. To
Hugo's on the
notice.
kill list.
It could be.
Hugo was.
Yeah.
Hey. No.
So what?
What, you came 3,000 kilometers and you can't come another 20 meters?
Oh, yeah, see, I'm just stopping at a convenient location to refuel, and there's no reason for me to get off the plane, so.
This dynamic is so
Bye.
interesting.
He loves like that she plays like hard to, or like he thinks she's playing hard to get. I don't even know if she's interested in him, but
I think he's interested in her.
It's barefoot.
Dude, he's
Thought I'd check in, the whole product launch investor thing.
Living Plus.
Why are you doing this bullshit?
Well, it's on the calendar, and if we decided to cancel the product launch, it would look like we were just minding the shop until you came
Well,
in.
you are. I don't need it. It's fucking Land Cruises. Living Plus.
Yeah.
No, it's Land Cruises. Hey, you know how shitty and heartbreaking it is being locked up on a cruise? How about that? But you also get to stay in the same fucking place the whole time.
it's a very interesting business idea. Is that just a resort?
Resort at sea that doesn't, on a cruise that doesn't move.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
not at sea. It's just
Living Plus. Is that what you said?
it's land. It's on land. So it's basically a resort,
What?
right? Am I stupid?
I don't know.
I don't like this.
Yo, this is weird.
I mean, we're talking about the guy who sent a girl his blood. No, he's a weirdo.
No, you can't hate me. You don't know me well enough.
Maybe I love my brothers very much.
Bro, he likes this, bro. Look at that.
You keep me looped. Mm-hmm. My girl on the inside.
Oh, fuck you, my boy on the outside. I'm gonna tell my brothers everything you said.
Cool. Do that. Nothing to hide. Nothing I wouldn't tell them myself. Mm-hmm. Okay. Enjoy LA.
What the hell is this, bro? This man makes me so uncomfortable.
She's gonna fall for it.
You
I think
really?
she's gonna, yeah.
She's smart.
Not like fall for it, because I don't think he's tricking her. I think he's actually into her. But that's just how I'm interpreting it right now.
He and her will get together.
I do. Yeah, I can see it happening. Because her brothers are like, her brother and all of Waystar, everything is just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And Matson's very much like cut the bullshit type of person. And I think she likes that.
Thanks for being here, guys. I know everybody's swamped with. I'm sorry, Shiv.
That was great. Great, great touch.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's fed up with them.
Maybe like every little thing that they do is just pissing her off.
Long story short, Matson exhibited some what you'd call erratic behavior that made us concerned.
Huh. What will what exactly happened.
Yeah, see, she's gonna be protective of him.
Specifically, he was like shouting about how, you know, we didn't know what a good deal was and how he.
Guys, they should have planned this. What is this? They look like they're going in blind.
Can we recommend a deal with a person of this character, given everything else and so on, tweets, drug rumors?
That is the one piece that they have to kind of.
Yeah.
50% in stock means that if the stock tanks, they get hurt.
And we know that his bank and legal team are right now progressing in a very professional manner.
Like, let's make the deal. Carl was like, let's go.
What's his
Let's
cut?
get it going.
Just letting you guys know, and we should move ahead.
Thank
with
you
what we
for
know,
keeping
yeah?
us informed.
Thanks, guys.
That didn't go as planned.
Unless they just knew this was BS, like they were just gonna like not actually
Just adding
they're
some
just adding
stuff,
a little,
a little
filler.
sprinkle or something.
Maybe we were proud of the deal from raising it earlier, so.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, you guys are so bad at this. She can read them like a book, bro. It's not even like.
I
funny.
know you.
What?
I fucking know you.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
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 Boys, you're not good at this.
Facts. Facts.
Trying to fuck the deal.
No. We're
No?
not. No,
Yeah?
we're not trying to
but
fuck
you
the
failed
deal.
to mention this very fucking interesting incident, even as a bit of gossip.
Shiv.
They look so dumb, bro.
Look how guilty he looks. Look how guilty Ken looks.
Especially because he promised that she would be in the loop for everything.
Sorry. I mean, we're sorry. We are.
We wouldn't have dicked you over.
Yeah.
We wanted to keep you clean.
Can we do the huggy thing? I am sorry.
Sorry.
Cool.
She's over it. She's complete. She is. Look at that.
This is very interesting. I thought it was interesting by Kendall to give up that easily. You know, give up the information that easy. I think he's playing his cards in a certain way.
I also think he knows that Shiv is smart, and
He's-
it's
yeah.
not gonna do
He knew
him
that
any-
he was
it's
caught
not-
with his pants down.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I mean?
not gonna do him good if he lies about it.
Yeah.
It's gonna make things worse. If he's just honest about it up front, then
Exactly. Because he still needs her to trust him.
You're really okay?
Yeah, fine. I have found I am too busy, what with my dad. Sarah has sometimes found me somewhere so that I can have a moment to cry. Just fuck off, yeah?
Sure.
go away, Tom.
Straight up. Wouldn't let him do this if she wasn't pregnant and that wasn't his kid.
She has to tell him at some point.
Yeah, there's certain emotional ties, involved still. Her, at least. For him, he's not aware.
Oh. That was interesting. She looked back. She was like, she went in for it.
That was interesting.
And Tom finally pulled the straw. Oh my God. Her, Tom Mattson.
Mattson thinks he's an idiot, but maybe.
But he likes Shiv. Might be enough to convince
Love
him.
triangle.
I can ask Joy Palmer if the fucking Callispatron director can come on board and make everything more confusing and loud.
As their movie that sucks.
Yep.
This is their Justice League. It's costing mad money.
The DC universe. That was a great shot, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look, they have their own
That shot
lot.
was fire.
That was gas.
We'd all like to offer our sincere condolences.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Refused. I have all the condolences I need. Tummy full. Shall we?
That's hilarious, bro. Tummy full.
Bro, what?
So I can't stand still. I have thoughts. So I just sort of wanted to maybe just get it out of the way. Callispatron? I just want to know who's getting fired for that shit show.
I mean, I can certainly loop you in, but it's complicated.
Okay.
Producer?
Shall we just sidebar that?
Look, I'm gonna turn on the money hose for you, okay? We want to back you. We just want to hear that you're confident that we can get the hit machine pumping.
Well, absolutely. We're getting a lot of questions about ATN's favorable coverage on Mencken. I mean, isn't there something you can do to signal a distance?
Yeah. Look, Menken's IP, just like anything. Yeah. I don't like him. You don't like him. What are we gonna do?
We have values here in this creative community.
And I know, I get it, and I love the values. I mean, it's an incredibly evolved, ruthlessly segregated city you built on this geological fault here. I feel like you're not really listening to me. I'm saying I'm gonna just dump a ton of money on you, and all we want is to get the hit pumping. Bounce between streaming and theatrical, franchise creation, international marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can trust me. I got it. Very exciting.
All right. Joy, I get it. You're thinking, the fuck does this guy know about anything? He's not his dad. He can't do it. Roman's track record is bullshit.
Well, I'm sure you are where you are for a very good reason.
I could just fire you. That's a funny joke. Could.
Look, I think...
I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying I could. Although maybe I should. Oh no, I said it. Now I feel like I gotta commit. Our temp poll is bullshit and out of control, and you're not gonna fix it. So I'm calling it. I'm sorry. We're done. Yeah, I am. What I mean to say is the company wishes to terminate your employment. HR will be in touch to start the termination process. We wish you the best of luck on all your future endeavors.
Freaking dumbass, bro.
Oh, he's trying to play God. He's trying to play Logan.
Enjoying the investor reception? Sorry, I don't want to cramp your style.
No. I'm noticing she hasn't stopped drinking.
Is she just like
And she's pregnant.
Is she like sipping just a little bit? Just to
I mean,
hide
maybe,
it? Just to like
maybe
just
she doesn't want to let on.
I guess if I was going to say something from the heart, I would say, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for fucking you up.
You were the one after the one, the actual one, and that's always, that's hard.
I think I got my chisel in on you.
Hardly a scratch.
This is them.
You want to play Bitey?
Bitey?
We never played Bitey? No. Give me your arm.
Why is he going along with her?
Because he's like in love with her, dude.
Or he just needs
and she likes
an
to
ally?
have I don't know, a dog that she can leash around. I don't know, like Tom, she can control Tom. I don't. This is weird.
You're gonna drop blood.
Oh. Motherfucker!
Bitey.
So strange. Does anyone else think this is strange?
Yes.
This is very strange. But, I mean, he flicked her ear and called it barnacle meat the last episode.
Yeah, but that was like kind of funny. That was kind
I
of.
think Shiv just wants to control him now that she has that power.
Kind of dope.
It's kind of dope. Like a robot. Please.
Why are they asking Greg?
Greg just agrees with everything that they say.
Greg's their bitch.
Yeah.
Go find Jess and what we talked about getting the edit.
Robot out.
Beat it, scrub.
Bro, what?
Roman,
Yeah.
I want to talk to
Jerry,
you.
I want to. Okay.
Yeah, she found out about him firing the lady. 100%.
Oh,
Yeah, she's about
shoot.
to. She's about
She's
to
legal.
rip. Yeah, she's about to rip him to pieces.
I fired her. So?
Roman, you absolutely cannot fire a studio executive without speaking to legal and HR and having someone else present in case.
Right. Except I can because I did. I didn't fire her, okay? I said that she was fired to her. That's all.
The fuck does that mean?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, I want to take back anything positive I said about their intelligence, because, oh my Jesus.
Yo, the Roman stock and the Kendall stock is just plummeting right now, bro.
Jerry, here's the fucking thing.
What?
You hauling me out of things, telling me to reconsider good calls, and using the F word freely, it feels disrespectful. I need you to believe that I am as good as my dad. Can you do that?
This feels super.
Can you do that? You don't treat me with sufficient respect, and that's a problem. Well, maybe I'll fire you too.
Sure, I'm not on the kill list.
So?
So Mattson will be very angry.
Fuck Madsen, I don't care.
Okay, yeah, I think Roman is losing it, bro.
Yeah, no, he's
Now
going
that
crazy.
I'm like really analyzing this, I'm like, are you okay?
This is a simple business decision. You are not good at your job. Maybe Dad did know. Maybe I'm firing you for a list of failures I choose not to outline right now, but including a failure to close off our liabilities vis-a-vis claims against Waystar Cruises in a timely manner.
I am good at my job.
Shall we get started on the paperwork? You want to do it yourself, or do you want me to get somebody a bit sharper?
He's just trying to be mean.
Fucking asshole.
He has no idea what he's doing, bro. No idea what's going on. He's absolutely spiraling right now, bro. He's like, he's gonna have a meltdown.
I think we should let Joy go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, right now it's kind of all about the moves, so that's baller for me.
Yeah?
Joy.
Jerry told me that that was a bad move and I should sort of roll that back, so I fired Jerry.
Fuck off. You fired Jerry? Shiv's
Yeah.
godmother, Jerry?
Yeah, but we may need to roll back on that. I don't know, you may need to smooth over whatever.
Fuck it, bro. Why not? Drop her in the end zone. Who are you gonna fire next? I mean, fire Frank, fire Carl, fucking eat Greg, and fire me, man.
Yeah, I don't know, it's
You're on
big.
fire.
It feels big. It feels maybe
No,
it's a
not
bit
big.
big. It's not too big.
Oh my god.
They just think they're Logan. They're just like,
bro, they're just like, it's like they're playing house. They're playing executive. Oh, they're playing. They think they're Donald
Sims
Trump
or
on The
something?
Apprentice.
They're like Sims, and
He
they're
thinks he's
they
Donald
have a
Trump on The
game?
Apprentice. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Another connection.
Yeah. What? What? It's just not.
'Cause he doesn't care, bro. He just wants. He is so for Shiv being his like toy so that he could have a spot somewhere.
So he's okay with being Shiv's bitch. That's what you're saying.
He's a cuck, yeah.
I don't think so. I think his pride's kind of hurt. See?
Different than what I just thought.
Yeah.
Well, then you shouldn't have betrayed me, phony.
All my life, I've been thinking a little bit about money.
No way.
Really?
I'm so surprised, Tom.
Shiv, you kept me out, and I always agreed to all the compartments, but it seemed to me that I was going to be caught between you and your dad. And I really, really, really love my career and my money and, you know, the suits and my watches and... Yeah, sure, I know.
He's gonna agree.
I like nice things, I do. And if you think that's shallow, why don't you throw out all your stuff for love, yeah? Come and live with me in a trailer park, yeah? Are you coming?
Wow. I'd follow you anywhere for love. Tom Wamsgans.
Show is crazy, bro. I feel like that's just what happens when you have mad money. You can just do. What the heck was that?
What we want him to say, double the earnings instead of a significant boost.
I'm not sure that I can do that.
Just fucking make it happen. Make it happen, okay? Or I get in trouble.
Oh my God, everyone's on a freaking
And I don't want to
power
get in
trip.
trouble. I want to get in the good books. So you help me get in the good books. Understand, Mr. Snippy Snip?
What is going on this episode, bro? Is that where
Everyone's out
going
of
crazy?
their depth, bro. Everyone's just so out of their depth.
You know the specific business better than me, but on units, if we go optimistic...
Go explosive, Pete.
Yeah.
And then the 5 and 10 year projections. I mean, it needs to be super credible, Pete. It's got to be credible. Does it make it bigger?
It makes
Pete?
it a lot bigger.
What, 50% per year, 5 years, we 10x revenue?
Can I talk to
Yeah?
Carl?
What is the biggest headline number that's credible?
The thing is, numbers aren't just numbers. They're numbers.
That's you're talking gibberish, Pete.
Because it's not plausible. Oh my God. This episode's making my brain hurt. So the dude wanted to talk to Carl, bro. There's no way that was like a... Oh boy. You can't make these trash projections because then you're just screwing yourself.
And you think they know that, right? Kendall deep down knows that, or he's just gone so delusional that he's like, you know what? Screw it.
I wonder if he's trying to put projections out there so that the price goes up. Price matching out of the deal. That's a short-term thing because it's not going to end up that way. You know what I mean?
I don't like real estate. It's not scalable, and I don't want the hassle of unwinding.
Any way you can stop it? No.
Good. The house. In the end, the guys couldn't achieve everything.
This won't be just this, will it? You did the clouds? Yeah. I see him? Yeah. John?
Pissed. Yeah, it's a cloud.
What do you want, like high school production? You know, just up there.
What do you think, man? It still fits, the words?
The words, yes. Where did those fun little numbers, where did that come from?
From up here, right?
From up there.
Hey, projections, right?
Oh my God, dude. He's... Oh. Remember when he was doing his own media stuff? Like, this reminds me of him then. Like, he was just buzzwords and bullshit. Like, that was literally Kendall's MO.
And Shiv is the only one that can keep him in check.
I love him, but he cracks under pressure, and I think we should protect him.
We should stop this.
We were talking about Shiv's cards, man. Her cards are... He's holding some cards now. Cards are that her brothers are friggin' idiots. That's part of the cards.
To get some visibility, if that's okay, because I just heard that more tweaks have been made in my arena. But then if you could just talk me through it, just so I'm comfortable in my own mind that I got your back.
It is all good.
Well, we need,
okay, it's all
we
good.
really need,
Now's
just
not
a
good
second,
time.
hang on.
It's not a good time, Carl.
Oh, really? Well, listen to me.
Easy. CEO. CFO.
What, you gonna fire your chief financial officer a week in? Your dad just gone? You'd be fucking toast. You have my dick in your hand, Ken, but I've got yours in mine. If you say anything that I don't like up there, or make me look foolish, I'll fucking squeal.
Whoa, bro.
He's gonna fuck everything up on purpose.
I cannot believe he's still doing this, bro. Why?
He's gonna do it on
He
purpose?
doesn't care. He wants to tank everything at this point, I feel like him and Roman at this point.
But then
is just like-
remember, there's a board, right?
I don't think they care about anything. Any of the repercussions.
Who doesn't?
Both of them at this point. I think the power has just gone to their head.
I don't think they're thinking about it. Yeah, I don't.
The thing is, their ego is like very high
Yeah,
right
like
now,
they-
and they just
They think they're infallible, like they can't do anything wrong. This is all he wanted to do this for, so he can walk out to rap music.
he should rap again.
Just so you know, he only did this entire thing so he could walk out to rap music. That's it.
It says here on my words that I'm glad to be here. And, I kind of am. So thanks, prompter.
Don't talk to the teleprompter, amateur.
It means a lot. It means a lot. Isn't that right, Dad?
No.
Oh my god. My fucking god.
No way.
I mean, this is.
Oh, they're pretending like they don't know. I mean, Hugo and all that.
Let's get on.
Yeah, for sure. Sure thing. Sure.
Oh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of funny.
I don't know if I can watch this.
She said while watching the fuck out of it and getting turned on. I can hear how wet you are. It's gross.
Our brand turboed Living Plus real estate communities are going to guarantee 3 absolute essentials. 1, total peace of mind, discreet community protection, and enhanced home monitoring.
Dumbest product ever.
This sounds like if Disney sold houses or something.
They do. There is a neighborhood in Disney that you can buy. It's called Golden Oaks. Fun fact.
This is literally that.
It's like being trapped in a Disney experience forever.
I'm convinced that the Living Plus real estate brand can bring the cruise ship experience to dry land and double the earnings of our parks division.
They did the edit, yeah.
Wow, double the earnings.
Okay. That's not fucking cool.
It's really well edited.
Yo.
Well, if you asked me, would I take an extra year right now with my dad? Say the unsaid. That would be priceless. Yeah, I miss you, Dad. I love you, Dad.
It's cringe, but it's like working. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you think it is?
No, like I don't know. There's a specific
for
crowd
the
that
investors, I think they.
Yeah.
Because when they heard when they said it coming from Logan,
mocked Fry. That's a very nasty joke,
Yeah,
right?
that's what it's a Holocaust joke.
From our acquirer. So we might need to strategize.
This is kind of good for you because your presentation not great. Yeah. And so now no one will be watching.
Well, he's tweeted the words Dodrik Mock Fry, which is from the.
Yeah, I know what it's from. Give me a sec. Everybody knows here, you guys all know we're looking at a deal with Lucas. Now, personally, I wouldn't have said that. Apologies, sincere apologies for any offense caused. He's very European.
this works in his favor.
Yeah, tank the deal.
A mess. Everyone's being so messy. What the hell? Everything last episode I feel like was so measured to a degree, or to some degree, and this is just like ridiculous.
How am I supposed to follow this? Just promise them eternal life.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, Dad. And you are an ATN citizen. And you are an ATN citizen. And I'm an ATN citizen.
Wow. So good.
Okay. You can do it.
Busted. What is this, bro?
Meme stock frothing.
Yada yada on the reels. On the reels.
Buy side, good vibes to sell.
Okay.
Bloomberg has
Zoom, zoom,
positive
zoom.
snaps coming. Seeing some movement.
The king is dead. Long live the king, kings, and queen. Long live the kings and queens. Come on, everybody.
Kyle Kendall.
Come on. Kyle Kendall. Oh my Jesus.
Oh my God.
What is happening?
Walking on the moon, you know?
Dude, Roman's not good.
I want to make what I think is a fairly historic announcement. I'm convinced that Roman Roy has a micro dick and always gets it wrong.
What the hell?
Who sent that to him? Is it?
Probably someone made it on Twitter and sent it to him.
I think he opened it through text.
Yeah, so
I
probably
think Mattson.
someone probably memed it.
But was the green screen footage released to the public? I don't think so.
I don't know what the.
I want to make what I think is a fairly historic announcement.
Yeah, whoever said the comment about Roman's brain being broken, I think that's a fact.
I can't help it if I find strategy sexy, though.
Teamed up.
I do.
Hey, yo, shout out Jeremy Strong for getting in that water, because that California water is hella cold, bro.
Water means rebirth.
Yeah, born again.
He's got like another persona now.
All right, y'all. Bruins bottled it. We're out of the first round. As you guys can tell, we're from Boston. And yeah, but we watched a great episode. Abe, you had something you wanted to say as soon as the episode was over. And
well, yeah, I guess, I mean, I didn't want to necessarily start with this, but I'll just go out and say it. Like, this was not the direction I was thinking that this was going to go, like, at all.
Yeah.
And I'm having a hard time because I'm like, I've been saying this entire time, I'm like, oh, you know, however they take it, I know it's going to be good. And I still think it is, but like, damn, that like episode really caught me off guard. Like, I really can't believe like how much credit I gave them and how stupid they ended up looking in this episode. Like, especially Roman and Kendall, they looked absolutely.
Like, we were out here praising them episode 1.
Oh my
we're
God.
out here like, yeah, they're gonna. Kendall is him. Like,
yeah, it wasn't even the last. It wasn't even the last episode. I think it was the episode before that, where they were kind of making moves when it was like the dad's wake, I guess, in the house and all that. And then moving into the next episode, I was thinking like, okay, the Kendall's kind of stepping up, and Roman was a little like, you know, he freaked out at Madsen, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But damn, I didn't expect like Roman to be firing people left and right and just like looking super like almost like anxious and like mad and angry. Like it's interesting. It's very interesting. And then Kendall is just out of his depth. Like, he has no idea what he's doing. Like, it's really ridiculous.
Would you say somehow it's still working?
I am not sure because, okay, I think most people are looking at this in the business and being like, okay, anyone who knows anything about financials in that company is like, okay, he's BSing. Like, why is he inflating numbers? And like, that's not good business practice. But like, they have to back him, so to speak, because he's the CEO. What the hell are you gonna say and what are you gonna do? I guess is the point where I'm at. But yeah, that was just really strange, like really, really weird. And you can see that like it's not, it's the tone shifts completely different because Logan, somebody like respects like him as soon as he walks in the room, the way he talks to them, doesn't matter what he says to them, he respects them or they respect him. With Kendall and Roman, you could see like the way he fired Jerry and like, nope, Jerry wasn't taking none of that. And then the same with Kendall was trying to tell Carl like, oh, it's fine, the number's this. And then Carl was like, no, I'm not having this. So you can see like they might have the Roy name, but they're not Logan.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean? And that scene at the end, Charlie, we saw Kendall going into the ocean. Could have been like a reborn thing or more like that rebirth. And
that's just what I remember like from literature
maybe like
or whatever.
The ship is sinking. I don't
know. No.
I wouldn't say that.
No, water is a symbolism usually for rebirth. So him bathing there and just kind of floating and basking in that environment is kind of just showing his character progression from going from what we saw in season 1, which is the most of, you know, what he seems to be now. From, you know, being like super like his dad's bitch to gaining a little bit of confidence, and now he's like full-fledged just screw everything and everyone, let's fucking go to the moon type of thing.
Bro,
so like this is like them solidifying this is who he is.
Yeah, but that you're not saying that that's necessarily his rebirth is a good thing. His rebirth.
I don't think
no. Rebirth doesn't have to be a good thing. It can be.
Yeah.
I think it's just a sign of change.
I think in his perspective, he probably went back, you know, that night and he was like, wow, like I got it. Like I'm in my bag. Like I did something good.
But where everyone else
is looking at him is like, bro, you messed it up. Like you were what are you doing? You look dumb.
And to Charlie's point about like change, to me, it feels like he's literally season 1, season 2 Kendall, like pulling random BS out of his ass and like hoping it sticks to the wall kind of stuff. Like all he did was use business buzzwords.
Yeah.
Like on that stage.
I don't know. Are you guys saying that the way you interpreted that is that everyone's like mad at him from that? Because I think they were at first, and I think now they're on his side because that's how things work usually. It's like
because
they don't believe in you, they don't trust you at first, and then they see that something worked, and then they support you.
Okay, but like what he did, when we get down to the nitty gritty of what he did, he is basically falsifying projections of what this new business is going to do, which Mattson doesn't want. And he's saying it's going to be double the income, whatever, the profit, basically. And then the projection of the numbers, I think it's saying Bloomberg and whatever, we're getting like good reads and whatever on it, because they edited that video of Logan saying it. So they're like, oh, it must be true. But no, Kendall's just bullshitting. And right now it looks good, but long term it's going to screw the shareholders if that
But
money.
I think that's part of it too. I think that's part of the strategy. They want to tank the deal. So I think even this whole thing might be part of.
But in Kendall's mind, he was saying maybe we have unlimited growth, so that way the price gets too big for him. But I think his idea is like, oh, I'm going to grow the business so big, but he's like out of his depth. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
And that's why I was kind of confused by all of that, because I feel like he was just doing whatever the hell he thought was the simplest way, and he didn't really think through the repercussions or the consequences of what he was doing.
Right.
So that's what's confusing me about all of that. And yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic. All three of them are in very different places than we saw like last 2 episodes, I feel like.
It's I'm trying to wrap my head around what I just watched, and I'm trying to add some thoughts on it, and all I can tell is that everyone is just a mess. I don't know.
When the captain of the ship leaves, then
like no one,
mutiny.
No one is. It's not flowing well, and it's like, can we just? I think in Mattson's eyes, I know he knows that, and he's like, I think he's winning out of this. I think Mattson is winning. In terms of what just happened, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to.
I don't think he's winning. I think everyone's losing.
You think everyone's
losing?
Yeah.
Because Mattson is having something happen to the company that he doesn't want, and he still wants to acquire the company.
That is true.
They want to tank the deal, and like you guys are saying, in the long term, this whole presentation could bite them in the ass and mess up the whole company.
But right now,
so they're
it's
all
working
losing
against Mattson trying to buy it.
Right, exactly.
Is what it sounds like.
But I think in the end, everyone could be a loser.
Yeah, this is very.
Do you guys think that Mattson needs Waystar though?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, like to take Gojo where he like wants it to go. I think so. Like I think there are media things that he needs to buy into to be able to grow from tech to become like this massive conglomerate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think from that perspective, he does want Waystar a lot. So I do think he's still interested in getting in the deal. And I also think that he has a massive ego. So regardless of like, if the deal is 100% what he needs, I think he doesn't want to be like, oh, I am forced to step away from the deal because of these idiots that I have to work for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I have to work with. So that's why I think he's still kind of going to be persistent. But yeah, it's very interesting. Wow. I think the biggest shift that we're seeing is with Shiv.
She's in her bag. Like I think, I know I've been saying that a lot this episode, but I think she's moving, I think, incredibly well out of all of them. I think she's playing her cards really well, and I think she is reading people really well.
That's what I told you. Like that's her number one strength in all of this is that she can read and see what people's motivations are. She knows what's behind what's going on. Like the beginning of the episode, we walked into the boardroom and they were like, "Oh, we're not sure if Mattson da 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 da," and then she was like, "You guys suck at this. Like you guys are so bad."
Yeah.
Honestly, obviously that's her brother, so she obviously is gonna know what it's like when they're lying or not being truthful, whatever. But in the same vein, she can kind of read Mattson's actions and like, is he trying to go for her? Is he just trying to like get in her good graces so that he can have influence in the business? Same with Tom. Like she's playing all these people like at arm's length. She's keeping them all at arm's length and trying to like forge alliances with all of them so she can have some sort of influence. Because I feel like this is a big shift from when we saw them in the house, like the wake.
Yeah. Because
she was like, I just keep thinking of the scene where she like falls down the steps basically, and she was like rock bottom almost of like influence and power, and now it's starting to shift up again.
Slowly going up and
yeah,
putting the pieces where she wants them to be.
Right, exactly.
Very interesting, and that dynamic with Tom, that weird dynamic, is back again.
Yes,
and
it's strange.
very strange. I don't. Is it? It's a. I feel like when Shiv has power, and I think she's getting that now. She turns into a different person, a different animal, where she can be very controlling, and it works on her. It works for her because now she has Tom as like whipped.
Yeah, I also wonder if one of the things is the like pregnancy and like the comfort kind of thing. I feel like that's got to play some level of role in that. But I do think you're right. Like I think she's being manipulative because she has some sort of angle at this point. She has a little bit of leverage, so it's very it's different.
It's an interesting dynamic that we'll develop more as we go. And there was that scene at the end with Roman. Roman was a mess in this episode. And last episode, I was like, oh, I'm trying to see Roman shine. The man absolutely plummeted in this episode, in my opinion.
My God.
He went, this was a quick, like, 180.
Both those conversations were like quick 180s.
Yeah.
Like the one with Joy, it was like, she was just like, oh, the ATN dynamic, blah, blah, blah. As soon as she said that, I think one of the big things was, he knows how attached his dad was to that.
Exactly.
And his dad would have valued that, and he wouldn't have listened to her. So he reacted how he thinks his dad would, right? And I think that's what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to be Roman, and it's not
They're
working.
trying to be Logan.
Or Logan, yeah. They're trying to be Logan. And it's not working the way that they think it is. You know what I mean?
Because what happens is the people that they're trying to be Logan to, one, they have experience in the business. They know the way the business works. They know how this all works. It's like Carl was like to Kendall, he's like, bro, we've been through it. Like I have your hand in your dick and you have mine.
Yeah.
But that's facts.
No,
like
facts.
what he said is he was super blunt, but you gotta be in situations like this.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because and at the end with Roman, Charlie, what'd you think of that scene of him in the car re-listening to that edited version of his dad talking to him? Be like, Roman has a micro penis. What did you take from that? Because I think that really,
I didn't see who
it was a message. Someone sent that to him
I
through
feel like
message.
the contact was there. I think we missed
I don't know if contact was there or not, but I couldn't read the contact.
It was from the side. We didn't really see who sent it, but it reminded me of the little context that we got that episode where they have the conversation with their dad at that nightclub or whatever, the bar thing. Where Kendall kind of reveals that he was abused or he was hit or whatever. So I think that's kind of some sort of PTSD of abuse from his dad.
Like verbal abuse type of thing.
And that's going to affect him like a lot as well. But I see Roman falling into a deep state of depression.
To be honest, y'all, I am really worried for Roman.
I'd almost like the indication I saw could be like it almost signals to him falling into a deep depression where he would like self-harm himself.
Do you guys? Yeah, that would be wild if we do see that, and super concerning. But like, one of the things that I got from that was like, you can tell he really like misses his dad.
Out of all of them,
you know what I mean?
Like it's really hurting.
Yeah, I think Shiv handles it in a really weird way too, but like she definitely does. But with Roman, like it almost felt to me like, when someone leaves a voicemail, like the people right before they die, they leave a voicemail kind of thing.
Yeah,
it almost felt like that, where he was just like listening, and even though it was like an edited BS video, he was talking about Roman. So like it's almost like one of the last things that he's hearing from his dad. Obviously, it wasn't exactly like that, but like that's what I got.
It's
from
not positive either. It's like
no,
but it's
all he
something.
has. It's what he has. You know what I mean?
Maybe yeah.
Does he have any good memories of his dad saying something positive to him, like that he can
just
think
before
of?
he died?
Just before he died.
That last episode where he's like he needs him at ATN.
Yeah.
That was like the one moment where him and Roman were.
And I wonder if that's why he's the most messed up, is because he finally thought like, oh, I'm getting in my dad's good graces.
He was the last one to have
a positive conversation
left off. And
it's tough.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
crazy.
Tough for him.
Because right now they're all moving mad. Like they're all moving really crazy. And his is clearly because of his grief. Kendall's, I think it's ego, grief, like a mixture of everything. And I don't know, Shiv's got a lot going on. So.
And it was crazy because everyone was just moving just completely weird in this episode.
Yeah.
It was like you said, it was like a power trip. Everyone was just
that
trying
whole bite game with
Yeah,
Shiv and Tom. I was like, what the hell am I watching?
I just think it was Tom just submitting to Shiv and her tactics and being like, whatever, do whatever you want. Yeah. I'm with you.
He's whipped.
Yeah, I think that's what he wants because he wants the jewelry, he wants the money, he wants the houses, he wants the cars, he wants everything.
Yeah,
so he's like, you know what?
He admitted it to her, and he admitted it to her, and he was even like, you know, are you gonna leave all this stuff for us to go live in a shack together?
She starts laughing. She's like, no.
She's like, no, screw that. Yeah. They both like, you know, messing around with each other, but they don't love each other like that. But now they're teaming up together and joining Mattson, and it's all because, you know, they want money.
Yeah,
essentially. Tom wants money. Shiv wants money. Shiv wants money. She also wants power. She wants a position. She wants to be legitimized.
Oh, so does Tom. So does Tom.
Yeah, so does Tom.
But like you said, he values his career. He values having a job,
position.
Yeah.
But Tom doesn't have a problem with being someone's bitch, and Shiv does.
Well, who's above him?
But he basically he basically was saying like, I always felt like I was being stuck between you and your dad. So like clearly he did have a problem like depending on her and her never putting him in the position to, you know, succeed.
He had a problem between her and her dad of whose bitch he was gonna be, because Shiv wasn't gonna get him anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
But being Logan's bitch is gonna get him somewhere.
But exactly, like he was
because remember that last line he said in season 3. He's like, I've never seen Logan lose.
Yeah.
He said that to Greg. He's like, I've never seen him lose.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that, you know, he is still willing to be someone's bitch as long as it gets him
to where he
money
wants to be
and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he really like needs like this super, super, super high end whatever. I don't think that's his ultimate desire. I think his desire is just to be within the conversation of elites and have a position there. So that
That's
he can.
Such an interesting dynamic, bro. It's so interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought that he was just kind of a grifter weasel, like whatever would get him to the top. That's what he wants to do. And I thought that was such a very I thought that was like one of the most blunt ways they've shown like
I think it's just
elitism in this show. You know
but
what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying is like once Tom worked his way up to his position that he has now in ATN, you haven't seen him move in a way to grow past that.
No.
He's satisfied.
No, he's not satisfied.
Well, remember
he tried to throw
he was like CEO. He's like, what? And they
for
just
CEO.
laughed at him.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know, but because it's like, oh, if that were to happen, obviously, who wouldn't want to take that, right? Because it's more money.
Yeah.
But I think he's fine with where he is now. Like he's not out here scheming, trying to.
Well, I think he's fine now because he has Shiv.
I think.
Yeah, because he's not going to stay at his position very long. Now that Logan's gone, he knows that. He knows he's at risk.
He's not on the kill list.
I know that, but he knows that he has nothing without Logan.
Yeah.
And Mattson, I don't think likes him, right?
No, I think
Mattson doesn't like him at all.
He's just keeping him because of Shiv. I think that's the only reason that he still has him there and not on the kill list. But I do think for Tom, like the whole reason that he would trade for Logan, and you remember in the beginning of the season, he was like, so, you know, like if we sell, like we're good kind of thing. He wanted to make sure his back was scratched with Logan, and Logan was like, if we're good type of thing. Like he's always just trying to. He's just like an evolved Greg.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's why they're together so much because they're literally just parallels of each other.
It's a younger version.
Yeah, exactly.
He's working his way.
I just don't see like Greg is not.
Greg was weird in this episode too.
Greg is not so much in it for like the money and the power and whatever.
No,
stuff.
he definitely is.
You think so?
I think now he is. At the beginning he wasn't. I think now he is because look at the change.
I think he's always been in it for the money, for sure.
You think he's always been in it for the money?
Yes. Yeah. Do you remember the beginning? The first thing he's doing all these things, running around to the house.
Yeah, he's grabbing.
He's grabbing things from the house when Logan's in the hospital because he wants to be part of the family and get some money, get a job.
Well, because he was working a bullshit job before. He was working in the parks.
Oh yeah, 100%. But then you get a little taste, and you want to keep climbing. You want to.
Of course,
that's what I was saying.
What
Like
Tom is doing.
I think he noticed that and he was like, wait.
Yes. Yeah,
like, I got connections here. I can move up.
Greg's a dummy, but he's not stupid. You know what I mean?
He's gotten smarter.
Yeah. He's.
I just don't see him as a person who's scheming to get to like the top.
No. He's not smart enough to scheme to the top. But what I'm saying is that like he does still have that power or hunger for power. Like when the will comes in, or the note that says that Kendall's gonna be the CEO, whatever. Greg's like, so I'm the number 2. Like the dude wants power.
And well, everyone wants their hand in the pot, right? Yeah. But he's part of the family as well. So I mean, from what I remember of season 1, he really just did not want to work parks anymore.
Yes,
He,
well,
he
yeah,
just
obviously not,
he
yeah.
really just wanted out of parks and like just give him something different, something a little bit nicer, and
Like
he
for
would
Tom?
be satisfied. Huh?
For Tom?
No, for Greg. Wasn't Greg working in the
Yeah,
parks?
but
as like a,
that was like but that was before the family even knew who he was.
right.
Tom was like the.
But then that was
guy
you and
ran
who was
parks.
like, hey, help him out. Give him a spot.
But you notice those parallels, like they move up together because like
Yeah.
he was parks, like working in the actual park, and then Tom was the head of parks, and then they moved to ATN. Like he's always trying to
And
Tom is his stepladder.
We saw something very different from him in this episode.
Yeah.
That was in that editing scene. I've never seen Greg do that. I can't recall him going up to the person and be like, no, you gotta.
Well, do you remember with Carrie? He was
He was struggling,
to,
yeah.
Tell her, oh, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And this guy, he was like, well, I need it, so you have to do it, type of thing. And I guess it kind of worked out. Like
I think he knew it was at stake. Like he couldn't mess this one up.
Yeah. I mean, he did say like, I'll get in trouble. So it's not like he was trying to exert his own power. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he was trying to be like, you listen to me because I am this position and whatever. He was like, you have to do this because I'm going to get in trouble and I can't have that, like, my name smeared, basically. So I thought that was an interesting dynamic too. It's like almost like he's scared to mess up.
I want to know what you guys thought about this episode because I feel like now I'm like, where are we heading?
Yeah, I don't know.
And again, like I said, one character I'm worried about and scared is Roman.
Roman, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The thing is that we don't really know where we're heading, but I like that a lot.
No, I love it too.
Keep us guessing, and I really like that.
This is like the one show that I'm literally like, you watch a show and you're like, all right, well, the next episode we're gonna get a resolution to this. No, it's not this show. It just keeps unwinding and evolving and whatever.
They ring the doorbell. It's fine.
Idiots.
Keep going.
But yeah, that's one of the things with the show is like you're never really getting like the resolution that you think that you're getting. And every other show that I've watched, at least like, okay, I get this piece of the puzzle, I get this. Like this, no, it feels just like everything's unwinding. It's just gonna be one big mess at the end.
Yeah,
which is crazy. And I don't know if I'm gonna like that. That's what now I'm like. I think I definitely will, but like you get worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like where the hell can this go? So it's super interesting.
It's because I think now we've now formed a personal attachment to a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
And you're there and you're like, whoa, like this is.
It's so funny because I think Succession again keeps reminding you why like you identify with the characters and you empathize with them, but like you root for a character for like 3 episodes and then like the 4th episode you're
Boom.
like, yeah, nope, never mind. I pull that right away. I think that just continues to happen in Succession. I think they do like the perfect job of that.
They really do. They do a great job, and it's incredible. And y'all, with that being said, do you guys have something else to add?
I think it's even though a very strange episode and us not really expecting to see what we saw, they're throwing another curveball, right?
Yeah.
And I still think it was a really good episode.
Oh yeah,
I think so too.
Regardless, I don't know if I don't know. Maybe some people will look at this episode and be like, "Oh, I don't like what they're doing with this character. I don't like how this is happening, whatever." And I'm just like, for me personally, I think all of it makes a bunch of sense.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, I think that the cliche arc would be that they all grow really well and they're suddenly taking on the mantle from Logan and they understand everything. Like this is the real life version, right? And I think that I was watching a video last week about somebody complaining about how like Succession is too much realism to the point where like it's hard to watch because they go to TV for like escapism kind of stuff. So I kind of get that perspective, but in the same vein, it's like so impressive to see writing that's like so realistic because this is what would happen. Like the characters with the arcs that they've had, it only makes sense for them to start falling apart when we get to this stage, right?
Agreed.
So I think it is kind of spot on. Unfortunately,
It's a sleeper episode.
Yeah, but even if you were rooting for a character to get, for Kendall to be on the path to being the best CEO of the company's history, like you can't deny the fact that the writing makes perfect sense.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Because that's what Kendall's always been. Like since season 1, guys, we know this.
Yeah.
Like this has happened before.
Yeah.
All the things that are happening with these characters are things that have already happened in the past. These are prevalent things that have gone. and occurred. You know, it's so interesting, and it's like you said, it's beautiful writing, it's beautiful realism, and I've never seen something like this ever done before. It's phenomenal. And would you guys rate this episode? What would you give this episode?
Bro, I'm having a really hard time rating this episode.
Me too.
Because I think it's just so different than the last things that we've seen that, like, I don't want to give it a lower rating because it just caught me off guard. But, like,
I'll go ahead and give it a rating then. It's a 10.
It's a 10?
Yeah, because it's the midpoint of the season with a dramatic shift that we need. Because, you know, everything else we've already seen, we kind of understand, well, we get an idea of what the progression should be from here, and then now they set they give you a different expectation just out of nowhere, out of the blue. And so now our expectation for the next episode is totally different, right, than what we thought we would see in this episode. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if next week we're sitting here again and they're changing our expectation again for the next one. That's throwing curveball after curveball after curveball. So
I'm gonna start tearing my hair out. Like, what is coming? I can't take it anymore. The anticipation's killing me. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll give it another 10 because so far, like, I'm entertained every week and I don't know what the hell to expect. I'm just curious to see what I'll think of this episode in like 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's happened like with multiple episodes this season where I'm like, okay, now that I look back on this episode, holy crap, like that was dope because this all connects.
Yeah, you gotta give it to them. The character development switch up was wild in this episode because Roman, we've seen, this is the most uncharacteristic Roman we've ever seen.
We caught a glimpse of it on the mountain.
Yeah. We knew that he was heading towards that direction.
Yeah, a glimpse of it on the mountain, but like at the same time, I could see Roman telling somebody to fuck off, right? Like he did to Mattson. Totally fine. But Roman actually like stepping up and like telling high powered like execs or producers, whatever.
Mattson is
literally the highest power that he can talk
but
to.
they were already
Beefing,
considering taking the deal. You know,
Yeah,
this was on the fly. Like, oh, I didn't like what you said. You're fired.
Yeah, but I think
You know
that
what I mean?
I think that progression kind of shows. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I see
From
that. I see
Mattson
that.
to,
but it's still the most uncharacteristic Roman we've seen.
yeah, I think the last 2 episodes
Even,
for sure.
I think if the part with Joy doesn't sell you on that, then the part with Jerry absolutely should. Because
going
for
off at
him,
Jerry was
for him
crazy.
to go off at Jerry because he likes Jerry.
Oh yeah,
he likes Jerry
He didn't
a
want
lot.
to fire Jerry when his dad told him to.
Exactly. So now that he's like, "Fuck you, Jerry," screw you, everything you say.
Even
like,
though she's not fired, like she's clearly still there.
No, she's not.
Yeah, that was to me was a shocker.
Yeah,
to see that.
That was crazy.
It was a shocker. I'm with you guys as well. I think it's a 10, and I know the expectations might change for the other episode and the direction, but I do think it's the turn that it took. It took a very depressing turn.
Yeah,
I think we're heading towards a very dark, like some bad things are going to happen.
The tone in this episode was very different.
Yeah,
it was very different.
And I've been reading some things, and I've told you guys the report, and that Jesse Armstrong said that episode 8 is the most shocking episode. And if he's saying that, and the tone that we got from this episode, I'm like,
dog, but
bro,
like, how can you be more shocked than episode 3? This is what I want.
That's what I know. It's like he said episode 8 is the most shocking.
That's crazy. Okay, I believe you. I guess.
So now I'm here like, oh my god.
Somebody else has to die.
There's no other way. I think someone else has to, like, if he's saying it's the most shocking,
someone else has to die.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
We'll play the clip where he said it. I will
Which is
send
like
you the
really,
clip.
really weird to say that for this type of show because this isn't one of those shows where it's like, oh, this person's gonna die. Like it's not one of those shows where it's like a guessing game. Like, oh my god, this person's gonna die. This person's gonna die. This person's gonna die. No. But yeah, that's what makes it. I think that's what will even cause it to be more of a shocker because Logan's death was just out of the blue, like out of nowhere. So depending on what they did with episode 8,
yeah.
We'll catch people off.
I don't even know, and I'm honestly like, I need to just stop trying to guess.
Yeah,
I think I just need to let it happen, and I'll just go along for the ride.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode with us, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also comment your thoughts or perspectives. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Please subscribe and like this video, and see you soon for episode 7.